Dead in Hip Hop Conversations 2021 anticipated albums. Look, before we get into all of the albums and all of the artists that we want to do, obviously you like us because we're a music channel. And if you want more reviews that we actually post on YouTube, make sure you go follow us on Dead in Hip Hop, the podcast. Go follow that because we're doing DE 365. What does that mean for you? We're dropping a review a day. Go over there, go check it out. You want more reviews, that's where we got them. But anticipations, man, look, 2020, everybody understands what 2020 was, man. I think that we missed a couple of artists that were supposed to drop last year, such as a lot of TDE. But in 2021, I anticipate it being a very jam-packed year for a lot of hip-hop artists. With that being said, who wants to take it first in terms of their anticipations?
I started off. I have a list of stuff, but the one that really comes to mind right now is Stole God Cooks. Like, I'm anticipating another project from him. I know we just got the one last year, but I don't know, man. I just been fiending for like some more Stole God stuff. I'm always checking out his features and everything. But I do have a list of stuff that's supposed to be dropping. Like Benny's supposed to drop the plugs I met.
Yes,
that's on mine. I think and Tana Talk 4.
Oh, Tana Talk 4
Oh,
too.
really?
I think he's working on getting Tana Talk 4 and Plugs I Met Part 2 coming on. But I think Plugs I Met 2 is coming first though. That's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say it's supposed to drop in February if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely on my list, bro. I'm here for all that Benny the Butcher shit.
I wasn't on the review, but you know, what's it called again? Burden of Proof. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't too hot on that one. It was okay, you know, because you know Benny's Benny, but I like Plugs I Met Benny and Tana Talk Benny. You know, not saying that he shouldn't keep doing that Burden of Proof route because I know he's trying to grow or whatever he's trying to do. So more power to him for that. But I've grown to like, you know, that rough, hardcore Benny.
I feel you, and I don't think Griselda is gonna stray too far from what made them who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I think we'll get back to grimy Benny.
New Absol's supposed to drop.
Yeah,
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious.
I don't think there's a name or anything.
Nope.
The Absol, actually, I guess everybody's
Absol.
TDE, really. Absol's dropping, Schoolboy's dropping,
Isaiah Rashad
to drop.
I'm expecting them to kind of come out the gate this year.
Yeah, I think the ones I'm probably most anticipating out of those would be Isaiah Rashad for me.
That's for me. Yeah, me too.
You know, I'm anticipating that Schoolboy. I think he knows that not that it was backlash, but he knows that some people didn't really love Crash Talk. So I think he's gonna come out hard as fuck.
Yeah, I can see that.
Crash Talk was the shit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was the only one that liked it. Yeah.
Kid's supposed to drop an album.
He should have been dropped the album.
Well, he did something last year. It was like a
Talking about the Spillageville thing.
something like and it was all right.
It was cool.
Yeah.
I listened to it.
Yeah.
But he needs his own solo project. That's just crazy that he hasn't dropped a project on Dreamville yet.
It's coming. I'm probably the only one that's really anticipating this, but that new ASAP Rocky.
So yeah, I saw that.
Man,
All Smiles.
man. Did you hear the new song that he put up on Instagram? Man, it's fucking dope. So it's like a little snippet.
Okay.
And it's he's back to doing the Clams Casino production.
Oh,
But the way he's flipping his flows up during that shit, it's only like 30 seconds of a song. From Dead in Hip Hop's beginning, the most artists that I feel like that I've gotten the most wrong has been ASAP Rocky and what's my man from John Connor.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I feel like I have fucked up the most.
Yeah.
Because John Connor, I don't know what's going on. He needs to drop his album because that motherfucker is a beast. And this new ASAP, I'm highly anticipating. So
I think John been doing a bunch of mixtapes.
he has, but he signed to not
He's
Aftermath.
He's known off of Aftermath now.
Oh, he was on Aftermath, but
He was.
Did he get dropped or did he drop? What
I
happened?
really know. He just.
Oh,
I don't know if it was a
I didn't know
Rakim
that.
situation where I remember Rakim was on there and it's just like creative differences. They just.
I didn't know that. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, because I think John Connor released SOS last year. I think that was
And
supposed
it's
to be.
good.
Yeah, and that was supposed to be the Aftermath. You know, his Aftermath debut, but he released it independently. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So do y'all think Detox is coming out in 2021?
Detox will come out when you are as dark as B.
Well, shit, I need to go back to Puerto Rico then.
For real. So does Drake. That's it. That I don't believe it. It would be cool.
Yeah.
It would be definitely be cool,
Yeah.
but I'm not waiting on that.
I'm 50-50 now. Before I was 0%, I'm 50-50.
Hey, we got 2 J Electronica albums last year, so
1.5.
anything, anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
As I was doing this list, my anticipation list, Pharrell Munch has an album out. He just came out with it.
Yeah,
but
13.
13. Yeah, I was like,
Sleeping, bro.
wow. I'm like, how the hell? Because I saw he had a Tiny Desk concert, and I saw 13. I'm like, is that the name of the song? Or but when I saw that it was an album this past Friday, I was like, holy shit. Also on my list, Black Thought and 14KT. Producer 14KT doing Streams of Thought Volume 4. Pusha T is supposed to be releasing his album this year.
Push.
Yep, supposed to be releasing his album this year.
It's not out yet. I was about to make a dad joke, but I'm not.
Keeps pushing it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'll let you do it.
I was just giving you the assist. That ain't mine. That's yours.
I'm not holding that.
Right. I'm looking forward to Knowledge and Anderson .Paak. No Worries. They supposed to be releasing another album this
Man,
year.
I love that album.
Yeah, they supposed to be releasing the follow up from that this year.
Mhm.
So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing some.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh man, I play that shit
Yeah.
so much.
And I'm with you
do?
with the Benny. I had
Yes,
Benny
Lord.
on my
Yeah.
list. I had Benny on my list as well. Benny the Butcher.
You saw there's supposed to be a Kanye and Dr. Dre project.
Huh?
Jesus is King Part 2.
I thought we were talking about anticipation list.
Oh,
like-
I was just looking. I
I
mean,
know.
maybe one of y'all might anticipate it. So I mean,
nah, bruh. Nah. Mm-mm.
You know what I am anticipating though?
the Iggy Azalea.
No, but I was watching an interview about a week or so ago with Jay Stone. What podcast was he on? I can't remember, but he's obviously affiliated with All Money In, and he was saying that there is going to be another Nipsey Hussle album. So obviously, the biggest Nipsey Hussle fan on the show, I'm 1,000,000% anticipating that. It's still TBA in terms of like a title, but yeah, I'm here for all things Nipsey and All Money In.
What about Carter 6? Okay, y'all can be silent if you want to. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You or don't?
I do.
No, because I think Lil Wayne's been tearing up his features lately.
Mhm.
So
He has.
yeah, so I mean, if his album gonna sound something like how he been tearing up his features, yeah, I'm all ears.
You think he have a Trump feature?
He should.
Trump should intro the album.
He should intro, yeah, he might be in an intro or a skit or something like
He's
that.
making rap great again.
So
I'll listen to it, but I'm
what
not
about
anticipating it.
I'm anticipating it. I want to hear it.
So there's another Lil Wayne project that I'm anticipating. It's 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne, College Grove 2.
Oh, I didn't listen to the first
So
one.
The first one's cool. But I definitely want to hear the second one just because of where Wayne is now. Like when that first one dropped, he wasn't where he is now in terms of rapping and lyrics and all that. So I'm definitely interested. And with 2 Chainz' last project, I really messed with that one. And 2 Chainz to me, low key, has been on a little mini run of his own. So I'm interested to see where Wayne and 2 Chainz are at together now. So I'm definitely anticipating that joint.
Maybe that explains why it feels like he's been a little bit more active than he has in the past, because he's been featured on a couple of albums here and there.
2 Chainz, you talking about?
2 Chainz. He was silent for a minute.
He was.
Gibbs supposed to be doing an album with Jay Versace. It's supposed to.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's supposed to drop this year. I mean, it's nothing super official, but that's been, because Jay Versace, he did an album with Bodie James this past year.
Yeah, that could be dope.
Yeah, so so I know him and Gibbs been kind of exchanging, beats and everything like that. So I think and I remember I saw Westside Gunn posting some stuff on what Griselda, what they was planning on releasing under their label. So I think that's gonna be under the Griselda label, the Gibbs and Jay Versace.
That's interesting. That's dope. Did y'all see? I don't know if controversy is the right word, but people were trying to put Gibbs versus Pusha like in a versus battle. He was like, "Fuck a versus. I want to drop an album though." So I don't know if that means that we are going to get a Pusha Gibbs album, but if that happens, that would be ridiculous.
That's an interesting matchup. I mean, 2 drug
Yes.
kind of rappers.
It is.
That could be good.
Coke bars for days. And can you imagine the features that would be on that?
What would you want? Features on it?
1 or 2. Not a whole bunch. Like I could see, Ross, that he started now to ingratiate himself in that type of era or that type of lane of hip hop. I could see a Ross feature, a Benny feature, Griselda, any Griselda member feature on something like that. So I would definitely like to see something like that.
Speaking of collabs, you see, I know we were talking about it on the review, but Travis Scott and Kid Cudi,
the Scots.
I thought that was pretty cool. I saw that rumoring.
clever.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of cool. Remember, because like I said, I never even realized that Travis kind of pulled from Cudi like that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna download it for free, and it's gonna be scot free. That's a logic bar. Y'all shaking your head.
Yeah, that is a
I don't think they knew about the bars.
I caught it.
I'm also anticipating this Sci-Hi album, only because he's been promoting it for almost an entire year. In terms of like everything he's doing with IG and all of that type of stuff. So you already know I'm a big Sci-Hi fan, so I'm interested. And Sci-Hi, for some people that don't know, like he's staying relevant by writing a whole bunch of your favorite artists' verses. So he's definitely one of the biggest ghostwriters in hip hop right now.
How is you relevant if you're a ghostwriter?
You're right.
That's crazy, man. He hasn't dropped a project yet.
Yeah, he's wasting his.
What do you mean
potential.
yet?
Mhm.
Because
He hasn't dropped like an official album.
Yeah,
He's
he
been a
did.
bunch of mixtapes.
No, we reviewed it. When we
I thought that was a
still back
mixtape.
No, at the
Talking about
artist.
the Black History, joint.
No, not the Black History. It was an album after that. I couldn't. Y'all already know I'm bad with names, but he had the he had a Schoolboy feature, and I want to say he had a Kanye feature.
Yeah.
No Dope on Sundays. That's
No Dope on
I didn't know that was an album. Okay.
But that was still
That's
like
an album.
what? That was still like what, like
That was like
3,
5 years
4
ago.
years ago?
Yeah, it's like
Almost?
3-4.
Yeah.
It's before we got the studio. We've been in the studio 3
Yeah,
years
so
now. So.
it wasn't.
He's
that
not
soon.
keeping himself
Yeah.
relevant. The last thing we heard from
Yeah.
Sci-Hi was him fighting tooth and nail to defend Kanye West when Kanye was doing the fuck shit with Trump.
Yeah.
He should have dropped some music, because that's not the legacy you want people to remember you for.
Right.
Like he's a great artist. Where's the music at? I mean, I don't know if something personal is going on with him. Maybe that's what it is. So hopefully we get something, because I didn't even know he was working on anything.
Mhm.
I just assumed he just was in the cut somewhere, chilling somewhere.
I know for years now. You were saying that Drake needs to make a R&B album.
Oh, Certified Lover Boy. I want to hear it. I want to hear
You
it.
think it's gonna be a kind of like an R&B album?
I hope so.
That's the real title.
Yeah,
Certified
Certified
Lover Boy.
Lover Boy. He wouldn't
Yeah.
cut a little heart in his heart. Bruh. Drake is like, fuck this shit. If y'all gonna call me a sucker, I'm gonna go all the
in.
way. And I'm hoping it is like a R&B, like R&B pop kind of album.
Mhm.
I think I would dig it.
Trying to save his career.
Wait, Ken, leave
He
that
is.
alone, bro. What do you mean trying to save his career?
I'm
He's
telling
still arguably the biggest hip hop artist out now. He's still
That no one
arguably.
cares about anymore.
You
What do
don't
you
care.
mean?
It's not about me. I'm watching the people, man.
What people?
A lot of people.
Like who?
people
His
on
group?
Twitter.
Yeah, whatever. Ain't
And
nobody
Facebook.
saying that shit. You a lie.
All right.
Drake could drop a spoken word album, and motherfuckers gonna rush to download that shit and be in the fucking room like this. Drake is
Another
not.
classic.
He's not going anywhere, bro.
Okay.
Certified Lover Boy. He gonna show you.
There's a reason why he's doing that.
Because he want to do something different. He's been making the same album over and over again for the past 12
Very
years.
true.
He may as well do something like, I think he sings better than he raps. I would love to hear a singing album from Drake.
I think he feels like the end is near, so he's trying to switch it up because nobody fucking with his shit the way they used to.
Yeah, because it's like his last couple albums flopped, right?
I mean, he's gonna always sell numbers, but he doesn't.
How is he saving his career?
He doesn't
You might
impact.
have this
He
discussion.
doesn't impact hip hop the way he used to.
You think Drake cares about that? Or do you think Drake cares about the fact that every time he says 3 words, he makes 5 million?
I think he does care about that.
All right.
Okay.
You crazy, man.
So
You gonna be in here singing that shit, watch. Certified Lover Boy. That's gonna be you.
First time in a long time.
Yep. Yep. That's gonna be you, boy.
what
Just
you
wait.
anticipating? What you anticipating over there, Ken?
Ken don't
doesn't
anticipate.
shit.
But I'm gonna switch it up this year.
Oh, shit, you gonna stop lying?
Yeah, that's a lie. You know what's funny? Yo actually tweeted about that this week. He said that he's reached the age now where he don't anticipate stuff from rappers. If it drop, it drop. You can look at the tweet yourself.
I believe the tweet. I just don't believe yo.
I just
Stop being a grumpy old man, yo.
and that's what I told him. I said, hey man, I said, welcome to the dark side. But nah, man, I think what we're doing with I don't have any official anticipations on my list, but in doing this Road to 365 that Feefo and I are doing, like over the last, we're 23, 24 days in, we've had a chance to really kind of, at least I know I have, discovered some new artists, especially some R&B artists. Nick put us on to somebody that I really, really fuck with. So I think there's an opportunity here to really kind of dig into hip hop and artists and really get into like a discovery phase. So I'm really curious to see by the end of this, like, what does that list look like of like dope artists that I normally wouldn't come across that Feefo recommends? Maybe I get something from, people on Twitter. They send them recommendations. Somebody told us to go to Bandcamp and just go through their top 10 lists and stuff like that.
I do that.
So it's some really, really good ideas. So it's an opportunity for me to really kind of discover a lot of new artists, man, that I probably wouldn't ever really got put on to. So that's what I'm really looking forward to this year. Just something different. I haven't done this for 10 years. So I think it's going to be dope, and I've had fun doing it so far.
I know whatever Alchemist drops this year, I'm pretty sure I'm looking forward to.
Has he mentioned anything yet?
No, but he always.
I know he always does it.
Yeah, but no, he hasn't mentioned nothing. But I'm pretty sure we in the beginning of this year, he's gonna drop. It's gonna be some stuff Alchemist is gonna drop with someone. He might do a collab album. We might be like, whoa, wait a minute, he's doing an album with him. Like, so whatever he's doing, I'm anticipating.
It's Muddy Waters 2.
Muddy Water 2 or Redman. The last two Redman albums is kind of just shaky. It's like one of those things where it's like, okay, I already got you. My legacy with you was good, but it's like I don't want you to taint no more, so I'm scared to listen to it.
By the way, I forgot to say this. Open up your podcast app right now and go subscribe to the Dead End Hip Hop Podcast. There you go.
One of my biggest anticipations was, for other nerdy rap dudes, but Brewin literally just dropped an album like 3 or 4 days ago. And I was looking, because I didn't even know he was recording anything. This is Brewin from the Juggernauts. But yeah, I didn't even know he was recording anything, and he literally just dropped it. And I was looking forward to that big time. I won't say if I liked it or not yet, but I'm just saying I've been looking forward to that shit, and y'all should go listen to it.
You're gonna review it on your channel?
I just might.
Okay. What channel is that, Mike?
YouTube.com/Myke C. Town. That's MYKECTOWN.
Check it out. He just uploaded a What You Want to Know video as well.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
What you want to know?
Fun one. Positive stuff this year. No more just negative shit on everybody's album. Me, goddamn. He said who?
Right. You did a Snoop Dogg on your ass. Who?
Speaking of Snoop Dogg, he's dropping an album too.
He is.
What's it?
Yeah.
Word
Snoop
for the
Dogg
year.
or Alias?
No, it's him. I
Okay.
think it's something like the last G or word for the. What is it? Take it from a G.
Take it from a G.
Yep.
What?
Yep. It's on Doggy Style Records, boy.
Snoop still out here
Ask
doing
somebody, goddamn.
I don't see it anywhere, but and I know y'all wasn't too hype on him, but I'm anticipating like a Boogie album. I really like that last project.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
I didn't dislike him. I just didn't really care much
okay.
for the album.
Yeah, I actually play that quite often. So yeah, I
You still
definitely
listen to that?
Yeah, man, I do. You remember when we first played it? I wouldn't. It was just like it was okay.
Yeah.
But I'm growing to really like it. It actually made my top 10. I wasn't on camera, but it made my top 10.
Yeah.
I had posted it on Twitter. That year it came out. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm definitely anticipating the Boogie album.
What you think about this Only Built for Cuban Links Part 3?
I ain't even really listened to it.
What?
Mm-mm.
You know,
2 is good.
You heard it though, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't really listen to it.
Yeah, 2 is good.
Man, 2 was definitely good. I don't know. Hell
I
yeah,
don't remember.
2 was good, man. Like, yeah, that it was definitely worth the wait for 2. But yeah, I don't know. It's like that album because I kept hearing about Only Built for Cuban Links 3 and Supreme Clientele 2 by Ghostface.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Ghostface supposed to be dropping Supreme, but I've been hearing that for the last 1.5 years, 2 years for both of them. So, I mean, if we get it, cool. But I'm not. It's not like something I'm like anticipating because I don't think it's gonna happen. Not this year.
Did I mention the new Cudi already?
Not the new Cudi. I mentioned the collab album.
Okay, yeah. There's a new
Yeah.
Cudi standalone called Intergalactic. So
Intergalactic you and me.
Intergalactic you and me. Intergalactic.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is
No, he
Isaiah,
didn't.
that Isaiah Rashad album is called "The House Is Burning."
The House
That's
Is
an
Burning.
interesting title.
That could be good.
That is
Really?
very interesting.
Yeah, that's
It is an interesting title.
Interesting
Yeah,
title.
that is. The house is burning.
This Donda's supposed to drop this year too.
Yeah, that's the
With Kanye?
Mm-hmm.
Anything new from V Nasty coming up?
I wish. I don't even know if she's still alive, bro.
He said, "I wish."
I ain't seen nothing from a girl V in years, bro. She really might be just gone.
Might be.
She gonna come back with that Microsoft thing. They gonna fuck her ass into some AI.
I know people go crazy if we don't mention that J. Cole got some stuff dropping. It's interesting though because it says the fall off, the off season, and It's a Boy. Is it like
Is that
one
the-
album or three albums?
Title?
3
It's
albums.
3 albums. I don't know if it's like a back-to-back type of thing situation or what.
I would be interested in hearing that because
Mhm.
I've liked his last couple of those 2 singles that we talked about like a while ago.
Mhm.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
singles were fucking good. So I would be
Mhm.
curious to hear a full J. Cole project.
Oh wow, Ja Rule's dropping something.
Oh, don't act like you ain't ready.
12, 12, 12.
What you really want? That shit's gonna be
Yo.
hard, bro.
Oh my god.
I didn't even realize that was 12, 12, 12. I was like,
What is that?
I was like 1, 2, 12.
Binary.
What is this shit?
Zeros and ones. You done fucked up that.
I was like, man, I'm confused. There's supposed to be a new Hopsin project.
I saw that. Yeah.
I thought he was done.
See, okay, so the only reason I'm interested, all jokes aside, I do hope Hopsin is doing okay. I think there's been some very, very personal things happening with him. I haven't enjoyed his last couple of projects that much, but I did watch a little bit of a video recently where he was kind of laying it out, and I really did feel bad for him. So I'm curious to hear what he puts into this album. It's called Minor Disturbance. It looked like he had some relationship issues and he was in a really, really dark place.
Yeah.
So first of all, I hope Hopsin is doing okay. And second of all, I mean, you know, I've always thought he's a great rapper. I just had an issue, like his content wasn't really all that great. But maybe now he has something that is really strong for him to talk about. I'd be curious to see what he does with this next project. Oh, The Game. Nobody
Oh
mentioned
yeah,
that.
that's right. Westside Story.
Westside Story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought
here
his
for
last.
that.
I thought the last time he dropped supposed to be his final album.
Come on.
That's apparently a trend these
Yeah,
days.
I know. Yeah, it's
Clearly.
You know what
clearly
I'm saying?
right.
He gonna come
right.
back under a different alias.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hey.
I think my-
In game.
End game.
I think the last one I have is Tyler the Creator. I don't think
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a name for it yet, but yeah, he's supposed to be dropping something.
He's
So-
been MIA for a minute.
Not really.
In
He
the
had
music
that-
scene?
Oh,
Wait, no, I'll take that
no,
back.
he had that
he
one
did
project that,
yeah.
actually won or something like that.
He
Yeah,
won
that
a
was a couple
Grammy.
years
Yeah, he won a
ago.
Grammy.
Yeah, Macklemore's back.
I guess it's safe again.
Dang, you gonna do Mac like that?
Hey, man. I still got to
Nobody-
listen to
Listen to what?
the freestyle.
Oh, it's not a
Trump
freestyle. It's just a loose beat.
Oh, it's an actual song. You
Are
probably
they
haven't-
calling? They might be calling it a freestyle, but he ain't freestyle that shit.
That's the name of the track. Trump
the track.
something freestyle.
I thought the
Yeah.
track was called Trump's Gone or Trump's Done. But it's really not that bad.
But he's
you
saying
know.
that there's an album coming out.
There is an album supposedly coming out. It's on Bendo Records, which I've never heard of. So clearly he must have either left or gotten dropped from a major. Maybe that's why he's been MIA for a while.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess we'll see. I mean, Macklemore's been through some shit, you know. He got his feelings hurt because, you know, that Kendrick shit. He went and got some tattoos and a kid. So, you know, he might
He
come back
really
and
did
fuck
disappear.
y'all up. He did disappear for a minute.
Man, I mean, Gigi was like gone.
Nobody's
Oh,
anticipating the Young Thug projects. We got 2 of them coming out.
Punk and something else.
Yeah.
Nah.
I like
Flying
Young
Luggage
Thug in
language.
theory. That's always. Oh, sorry. What? What are you laughing about?
No, keep. Well, you gonna say something? No, because I think that's an interesting comment you just said.
Cool. Which one?
Mike.
Because
I like the idea of Young Thug. I like his approach to music. I think it's very, very creative and interesting. I just wish to God I liked his music more. That's all.
That's how I feel about him. I've always found him interesting. And I think Feefo and I, we did one of his albums a while ago. That was
That
last
slime.
year. Nah, it was so fun or whatever it was.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's just I'm always interested in Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
At times, I do like what he does on the mic when it comes to rapping. I think he has a interesting way of rapping and delivering music. But yeah, it's very hit or miss. It's very hit or miss with him.
I pretty much listen to everything that I see that he drops. I give it a cursory listen. It just never sticks with me. And I kind of have this feeling that it might be next month, it might be 2 years from now. I really have a feeling it's gonna click. And I feel like he's gonna be like my new Kid Cudi. I just have this feeling, but I really like what he does. I just can't get into his music.
It's an interesting way of rapping with that genre of rap.
Yes. Yeah. He really puts an artistic touch to it. It's just, damn, my brain is just not comprehending it. So maybe Punk will be the one. I forget the name of the other album. I was just looking at it. But maybe one of these albums will be the one that really clicks for me and makes me say, oh yeah, Young Thug is really that guy.
That Jid album is called The Forever Story. I don't know if you said that or not.
I didn't, because when I was looking at it, it didn't have a title.
It's called The Forever Story.
Oh, okay.
I think TDE and Dreamville are gearing up to kind of reclaim their thrones in hip hop, because over the last year and a half, 2 years, Griselda has definitely been the new kid on the block, and kind of has stolen a lot of ears. I think hip hop is going to be way more interesting this year than it has been in the last several years. And the last
I think
several
TDE
years
has to.
Pretty good. I agree with that. They have to, because especially for somebody like Isaiah Rashad. Hadn't it been like almost 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, I can't think of any other anticipations.
That's good, man. We covered the game.
We done covered everybody.
Basically.
Yeah. But look, man, we appreciate you guys always rocking with Dead End Hip Hop. Again, we appreciate it. If you want more reviews, make sure you're going over to the podcast, Dead End Hip Hop Podcast. Go subscribe to that. We're dropping a review every single day. Every day. There's 20 or 30 something of them out already. By the time this comes out, I'm pretty sure we'll be into February. A review a day. You can't complain. You want more, we're giving you more. But we appreciate you guys, man. Make sure you go check out the Patreon as well. But we out. Peace. We'll catch you next time.